This video is not the usual story of bricks and mortars. It's a story about what holds bricks and mortars together. In the scenes you're about to view, you'll see the transformation of a building. That's what's already taken place. What's still to come is the continuation of the transformation of lives. For that to happen in Ashtabula, Ohio, we need you to write the ending of our story. The St. John story is a great opportunity. We believe that people, once they hear our story, will have no option but to join in.
The school means a tremendous amount to our area, a tremendous amount to this community, and it betters all of our schools, not only our Catholic education, but also the public schools. It is very, very vitally important to our community, and we're going to do everything to keep it around.
Oh yes, my family, we are so proud of St. John's, and we're going to keep getting proud because
always
it
worth
will
it.
never go down.
It was always worth the
Never.
sacrifice, always worth the sacrifice.
In a meeting we had yesterday, they asked the question, what would be the one thing you could do that would help save our parish? And I said, make the school successful. And the reason I say it is not, the initial thing you always think of is, well, you're bringing kids through the Catholic education through the parishes, and you strengthen their faith through the school. But you also have two different groups that go through there. The parents, as a group, as classes progress, go through the process. So you've got a strengthening of not just the kids and their faith, but also the parents' faith. To me, this school succeeding is really, really at least one of the things that would make our Catholic community strong and vibrant again, and it's something else that we need in Ashtabula County.
When we looked at facilities, it would have taken us over $1 million to make upgrades to just the high school building, and nobody would have noticed a thing. It would have all been infrastructure that nobody appreciates. It wouldn't have helped us recruit one more student from any place. And the neighborhood, although we were safe there, didn't encourage people from outside of Ashtabula. They looked at the neighborhood and they would never even think about sending their students.
The board had already decided that putting more money into the old building and the old facility was no longer an option because it was in too bad a shape, and that they were going to have to do something. And the only other option that was even viable was the idea of building a brand new $3 to $6 million new school building on parish property.
Then opportunities came about.
The school became available. The need for Catholic schools and the education in our community to have a need to move quickly because of the condition of the old building and the location of it. All those things seem to come together all at one time. He's one of our local developers. He's not Catholic. He never sent a kid to our school. He called me one day and he says, listen, he says, don't buy the school. He says, I will get with the school, public school, talk to them and negotiate with them because we have some property that they need. We'll buy the building and we'll donate it to you for free. Well, how do we have assurances that that's going to all work out? And I says, realistically, the other option of $3 to $6 million is never going to happen because we don't have $3 to $6 million. There's already a building sitting over there that's in pretty decent shape. It's already there and we can move right into it. And even if we're wrong, we have a $2 to $4 million head start on any other idea that's option. That started this whole process, and that was in February of last year.
Part of what we're doing is building on the legacy and the history and the heritage of St. John's School. St. John High School began in 1953. The elementary schools began in the 1850s. St. John's gone through a number of phases, from consolidating both the elementary and the high schools into St. John and Paul for a number of years, and now coming back full circle to being St. John's School again, and moving here. It's been a little less than a year since this process began. It began in February of 2012 when the Ashtabula City Schools decided to put up for sale some of their former schools. We have a history of taking over public schools. St. John High School was the site of a former public school as well. And so, as one of our donors says, we wouldn't know what to do with a completely brand new building. We take buildings, we take what we have, and we do with them what we can do best, and that's renovate, remodel, use elbow grease and the collective spirit of volunteers. We've done remarkable things here because the community believes in Catholic education, believes that students in Ashtabula County deserve educational options and availability for the young people in our county. We believe we're an asset not only to the Catholic community but to the entire Ashtabula County area. This is a place where young people can come, feel confident about themselves, and get a really first-class education. Our students go on to college at 100% graduation rate. Over the last 5 years, every one of our students has been accepted at the college of their choice. That's a tremendous track record showing what can happen when students are surrounded by teachers who really care about them, teachers who want to invest in their future. We believe the young people here in Ashtabula County deserve that kind of education and that kind of opportunity.
We are in Saybrook. That is a community a little bit west of the city of Ashtabula, and this is the new St. John School. For almost 60 years, St. John High School was in the city of Ashtabula, but a group of people concerned about its future have decided to move it out here. Since early summer, dozens of people from all over Ashtabula County have been working day after day to move into the new St. John's School. It would have cost $2 or $3 million to repair the original St. John's High School and the grade school. So a group of alumni and friends just bought this former public school building and donated it, along with the countless hours and construction materials that are turning it into Ashtabula County's only Catholic elementary and high school. Their generosity staves off, probably for a fair amount of time, the yearly talk of possibly losing Catholic education in Ashtabula County. And it's a heritage that is so valued by the families over the last 59 years at St. John's High School that they're willing to go this far to preserve it. Everybody took things into their own hands. They donated or pitched in one way or another. And Chris, in 10 days, they're going to have themselves a new school, a remarkable achievement.
Every inch of this building was repainted, remodeled, gutted from kind of head to foot to make it available for 21st century learning for our students. And at that point we began to make it into St. John's School.
What was really interesting about the whole thing was the timing was unbelievable. Everything just seemed to start falling into place. It wasn't a matter of money. We really didn't have a lot of money to start with, and we still don't. People were offering their help, the opportunity to just get something done. People with their talents, painters, contractors, they all came and did things. A brick company offered all the brick and the talents to go ahead and fix all the outside of the building. It was really amazing in a course of 3.5 months what we accomplished.
We had about 5,000 bricks. I had the whole junior high football team here moving all these bricks, relocating them to our new school on Depot Road. It was a big part in the move. They put them on pallets, they moved them all over for us, and got them in shape for the football season too. They took ownership in the school. That was the main thing I learned from this whole summer experience. These kids took ownership, that they worked hard enough to appreciate that school what it is now, and they take care of it now too, which is really remarkable what these kids done this whole summer.
I kind of equate it to, jumping into the deep end of the pool when you're learning how to swim, because everybody said, here's the day we're opening, and that was it. There were no committees, there was no anything going on. We were going to debate it. Bang, here's the day we're going to do it. So we had to be ready regardless of whether we felt we were ready or not. So just thank you to all the contractors and all the other volunteers and everyone that helped spearhead this mission, because we desperately needed it for Catholic education to survive in Ashtabula County.
When I heard that we were potentially moving into a new school, I kind of had a little hesitation. I wasn't sure if it was the right move, if we'd be able to get things done in time, and when I joined some of the other volunteers that first day back in June, and we were painting and removing things off the wall out of the old Saybrook School, kind of got a little nervous because there was only 5 of us there, and I could tell there was so much that we needed to do. But through the efforts of all of our alumni and parents and supporters of the school, we got so much done over the summertime and were able to open the school on time, which was such a great feeling to see all of our hard work and efforts pay off to transform this school, to make sure that it's around for many years to come.
This new building, it's not a new building, but it's a renaissance, a rebirth of St. John High School. We're just proud to be a part of that family.
Just the community that we had and the friends and family that we shared in, I'd like that to continue on forever. So that's something that I would hope gets passed on, and that spirit that St. John's has, I think that's something that needs to carry on and carry on in the families of our community.
It is a family legacy, and in a small town like this, it's everything. It's everything.
St. John has made a great move for the future, and I think for what it does for Catholic education. It's a strong school, it's got great values, it's got great education, wonderful children and teachers, and I think it's made a step into the future as it made this move to the Saybrook area from Ashtabula.
Generations of Heralds helped rebuild the school and make it into the beautiful home that we have now. And even though we're in a new place, our faith and our education still continues to grow. And the family that we have there is never going to change, whether if we're in the old building or the new building. So St. John and Paul School always have generations of faith and education behind us. So that's why we've been able to be so successful with this new move.
Well, this 2012-2013 has been a transformative year at St. John High School. As I said, we're in a three-phase transition. The first phase will be complete when we finish the cafeteria and kitchen, 5,400 square feet of space that will again allow this building to be used not only for our own students, but for the entire county. The renovations here and the kitchen and cafeteria are about $750,000 worth of investment in the community. We've used local contractors, local builders when we've needed professionals. We had over 200 volunteers here this summer helping us make this a reality. And then we need to move running into second phase, which is the addition of a brand new gymnasium for our students. Currently we're still using the gymnasium at the former high school building. But we want to be able to add on a gymnasium here. We also want to be able to add on a small chapel here so that students of all economic backgrounds can take advantage of the opportunities that are available here at St. John's for their children and their children's children, so that this can be an investment not only for the 21st century but well into the 22nd century as well. We need people to continue to believe in the mission and our vision for the future. We've had significant donors for the first phase. We now need to move on to the second phase. We need to have about 5 donors step up and make lead gifts to the future of this school, so that we can then go to others and have them match those lead gifts. We're going out to everybody with the story of St. John to tell them the possibilities that exist here. This is a nationwide effort. We have alumni that have great jobs throughout the United States. We're not relying on any one graduate to make this happen. We need everybody to be part of this story. It's a story that is a national undertaking. We need everybody to be a part of it. We need everybody to believe in our mission for the future. People helped our graduates get to where they are today. Our graduates now have an opportunity to give back. Other people in the community have an opportunity to give back. Ashtabula needs us. Catholic schools need us. We need to tell our story because it's worth telling. It's worth it for people to be involved in this mission.
I'd like to thank you for watching this. Thank you for anything you can do to help us. We need, as Sister says, time, treasure, and talent. We need all three. Anything you can do, we really appreciate it. I'd really like to thank Sister and all of the volunteers and all of us that have put time and money and treasure to get us to where we are right now. I've told everybody, volunteers and all, that we do this all together and we don't single out anyone. The only person that's ever been thanked was Sister, and that's the way we want to keep it, because as far as we're concerned, all we are is volunteers helping for a cause. Thank you very much.
I think it's important that you know how grateful we are for those who have already committed funds, committed their time, committed their ingenuity and creativity to make all this happen. They wouldn't want to be named because they're not doing it for their own personal glory or for someone to say thank you to them. But gratitude's important. I speak not for the faculty and staff, although they're grateful. I speak for the children of St. John's School. The kindergartner who has 12 years of their future here in this school. The seniors who will graduate this year and go on to Case Western Reserve, to Duquesne, to Ohio State. I speak for the first grade student who has a hard time learning to read, and because a teacher was really dedicated to her, she'll be able to read and write and become what she can be with all of her gifts and talents. We have a great community here at St. John. People who walk in this building know there's something special here. And it's special because of the people who are part of us. And so I thank all those who have already committed, who are already on board, and I thank the future donors who are going to make the gym a reality. Last year when we met with parents and they said, "Sister, are you sure we can do it?" We assured them that we believed that we could make over this school, we could add a gym, we could add what's necessary to make our volleyball team, which is a great team, into even a greater team. Our basketball teams this year might have taken a few lumps, but like the school, we're building for the future. We need a gym for our kids. We need a gym to make this a really first-class institution. The walls don't make it. The structure doesn't make it. It's the people that make this school what it is. And so I thank you for helping our kids, your kids, the kids of Ashtabula County have what they deserve, what they need. And thank you for being part of this story.
Thank you so much.